You already know. Period.
All right, guys, welcome back to Community Reviews, and I am the queen of reality TV. I know NeverEverMets is, done everything else, but I do have a special guest in the background. It was unexpected, but a good thing, Welcome to the stage. What's going on,
Hey,
Mr. Aaron? How you doing, sir? Yes,
what's
yes,
up? What's
yes,
up?
yes. First of all,
Ooh,
welcome to my panel. Okay, my panel. Welcome to my channel. I can't talk.
happy to be
Anyway,
here.
I'm good. I'm good. Man, what a season. So this kind of to me more, it's not even I want to say an interview, it's more of a after show. We'll talk about, because the show is over with now. So
Yeah.
you are able to speak a lot more freely. So I want to start out with the fact that so much was surrounding your relationship and how you conducted yourself on the show. Now that the show has dropped and everything else, and you've seen the comments of bloggers, kind
hmm
of what are your thoughts, honestly? Because people
Uh,
perceive you in such a crazy way.
what are my thoughts?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. I think people are hilarious.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Okay.
like you see something and you draw your own conclusion. It's like, all right, that's what it is. Ain't nobody finna tell me differently. And I laugh at probably like 90% of it because I really try to stay out of the
Right.
blogosphere and the tweets and the comments for real, just because like
Mm-hmm.
I'm a confident ass dude, but at the same time, y'all ain't about to
Okay.
hurt my feelings today.
Got you.
But some of the shit I
I got
seen was
you.
hilarious.
So I feel like from the start of you standing there and Jody saw you and was like, I don't like how you standing there. I guess really one of the questions that I want to ask is, are you telling me that you didn't know in the beginning that what you guys had online did not translate in real life from the first meeting?
It didn't feel that way. It more so just felt like certain aspects going wrong, which is why I tried to make sure the second date, I didn't leave any details or anything chance, or because there were certain aspects of it that even surprised me. Like I didn't know we were going to be outside.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a wine bottle, and so that was a treat for everybody who had their memes and comments on it.
Yes.
But since there were certain factors that took us both by surprise on the date, it didn't feel like what we had online didn't translate well in person. It just felt like, what I'm saying, the vibe is still here, but also,
Okay. Okay. I get that. So wine bottle, I know that was a big thing, but you said she doesn't drink. She mentioned that. Did you know that? I have to ask. Did you know she wasn't? I'm sorry. You didn't drink, right? I'm sorry. You didn't want them to drink, right? You don't
yeah,
drink
I don't
alcohol.
drink.
So what prompted you to bring alcohol knowing that you don't drink?
I didn't. Like I just said, it was a
Ah.
surprise. Yeah, like I literally had nothing to
Oh.
do with that wine bottle. If
Oh.
anything, I think they were like, ooh, it'd be funny, and got on my ass because I don't drink, and she doesn't drink often. Like she will like turn the fuck up, but it's like that wouldn't even fit the scenario for us. So it was just like I'm gonna just roll with it type shit, and I should have done that because now I'm over here trying to figure out how to open this container.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. I guess maybe. Well, you kind of was put in the spot, so I can understand that. The salsa dance. Let me tell you something. If a man wants to impress me or impress a woman, period, and have something, oh, I know you like this, da 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 da, that's cool. But if
Mm-hmm.
you don't have that skill, baby, why would you try to do something that you did like 10 years ago? I was like, what is happening?
You know what? That's such a fair question. And I think everybody probably asked me the same thing. My answer is the same. So it was kind of for Jody, but it was more for me. So obviously, yes, I would like to impress the lady that I'm trying to
Yeah,
court.
of
But
course.
also, I just felt like I had that shit. And apparently my feelings
Okay.
was incorrect. I did not have that shit. I'm just in, and here's the thing. Every now and then, like over the years, I would like do a little basic salsa, like two-step or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I still got that shit. But when it was leading up to the show, I'm rehearsing by myself in my living room, just like
Okay.
me and imagining a partner and shit. That just didn't translate to actually being able to rehearse with an
Right.
actual human.
Wow.
But
Okay.
but in my mind, I had it until reality hit, and it was like, boy, what's your dumb
Come on, reality versus Instagram. Okay.
ass?
Oh my God, bro. I was like, okay. So going into the house and getting to know your cast members, and then for us, of course, I know things are edited, broken up, and so for you guys, it's not sometimes bad edits or whatever. So I feel like your narrative through the whole thing, and this is gonna sound bad, almost like people put you as a simp, and I'm not calling you that. Please don't take it that way, but that
No,
is
it's
the
just like that's how it looks.
that's the narrative.
That's
So I
how it
want you to
looks.
speak on that yourself because you weren't able to speak because you when y'all are saying these things, all you guys, you don't
Mhm.
know what the network's gonna show, what they're gonna choose. You have no idea. So you guys
Yeah.
just tell me different things. So now that you have watched it, seen everybody's comments, but for you yourself, how do you feel about that? Because that is what the narrative was. This woman's playing you.
Mhm.
She's here for the end of the show. You in love with her or whatever, and she don't want you. So what are your thoughts?
My thoughts on that. One, I think the best scene to highlight me not being a simp is one of the few times they let me talk, like, or rather showcase me speaking in the first couple episodes, where me and her kind of like it was a small spat, but got into it
Mhm.
about whether or not I was gonna like take a drink from her cup or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I
Like, so
remember.
it's like
Mhm.
I don't really like take shit or no shit like that, but at the same time, because I know you have certain traumas and triggers, and because we both have our own boundaries and things that we're doing while we're in this house. I am trying to be softer with her, and I am trying to actually meet her at a point to where we can both be comfortable. Now, I probably went like slightly over the line with trying to make sure that so now they take a moment where it's like, oh yeah, Aaron looks crazy, but it ain't even that. And then on top of that, I know there was that narrative they tried to spin with her and Chris. There was like nothing there.
Okay, got you. Well, okay, so other Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
and I know he's been asking her time, but for you on the other side of it, that coin, Aaron getting all up in your business, and that again another narrative, that Aaron was all in your business. The point he told your dad, of course he said productions told him to say that to your dad. Like I need you to go and break that down because that whole scene was crazy. Like a grown man going to your dad saying she knows she don't want your son. I mean, that was a lot. So go ahead. Let's go.
To this day, my dad's like, "Hey, yo, can I meet up with Aaron again on some shit?" I think he won his round, but
Wow, let's go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He saying
yeah,
ready. Come on.
dad's like, "You sure y'all ain't having no reunion?" But
Period. Okay. I need to get my
so
one in. Mhm.
so to answer the question though, because I'm not sure if the question is you asking about me and Aaron as a whole or that scene, but if the
No.
question is
That's that scene. Well, no.
that
It's okay.
scene,
No,
so
actually, it's a two-parter. So I want you to
it's
answer about
definitely
the scene and then also Aaron in general. But go ahead with the
all
scene
right. Bet
first.
scene first. So as far as that scene, first of all, I was proud of my dad because just
Yeah,
like
your
I
dad
can be
was
very,
fly.
very composed,
Mm-hmm.
I got that side to me. I know he was very, very composed. I'm like, damn, that's crazy because that's not how you would
Right.
react if niggas did that in the street. But I
Right.
let him
Right.
have it.
Right.
I definitely think it felt like Aaron was crossing over a line.
Mm-hmm.
But the wildest part about that moment was when he looked my biological father, with whom I spent most of my years with,
Right.
in the eye and said, Aaron's like a son to me. That's such a crazy thing to say to someone whom he's an
Right.
actual son to.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Like it's like, excuse the fuck out of me. But he was cool with it though.
Right.
He listened, he deconstructed what Aaron had to say. He was like, all right, any motherfucking way. So I mean, Aaron crossed the line, but it was like he got pushed back over the line right after
Okay.
that. So,
Okay.
but then as far as him as a whole, now there are certain narratives that say that it came from a caring place, it came from a positive place, he's protective over me. And I'm not Aaron, so I can't speak to
Right.
what his exact emotions or intentions really are. I can only say my perception. But for me, it seemed more like he saw his younger self in parts of how me and Jody's dynamic was. And he
Okay.
remembered when he dealt with a woman like that. And so instantly, the way anybody is with trauma and triggers,
Yeah.
he associates Jody to that girl and younger Aaron to himself. Is even crazier that we have the same name. So it's like, damn, I'm
I
watching this shit.
know.
So
I
he feel like
know.
I'm watching this shit happen again. And so yes, he crossed the line, but it was probably more so on the lines of I'm not gonna let this shit happen again. Almost like if you go back in time and stop some shit. But
Right.
it's this emphasis of bro, I'm not you. And you're not here every time we doing something. Because we really did have some moments where we was, I don't know what you and your shorty was like.
Wow. Okay. Your dad, hold on, let me ask you a question. So since the show has aired and everything else, how did your dad actually feel about the Jody situation? Like transparency. How does he
The
feel
Jody
about it?
situation?
Yeah, like I mean, did he really after going home, because he I'm not sure how
Mm-hmm.
much your dad knew about it, just of what what y'all said, but now that he's actually got to watch it himself, what is his thoughts? Has it changed?
We don't discuss it much. I think the only time it came up for real was when I put out that trailer on Instagram of the final episode, and he was like, "I know that better not be no motherfucking ring in there." I was like, "No, it's not no fucking ring." He was like, "Oh, okay." That's really the only conversation we've had, but beyond that, it hasn't come up for real.
Man, that's what's up. Man, your dad, I'm gonna tell you something. Your dad seemed super cool. Nothing that came out, including my panel, even said it. We seemed like Jody was more comfortable, we felt like, with your dad than you. Did you? I mean, again, I'm sure there was edited scenes or whatever, but she salsa dancing with him. It just seemed like she had more rapport with your dad than somebody she's been talking to all this time.
You know what's interesting? And I was speaking to someone else for this. They show when Jody meets my dad and we're all on the couch, and then they show them getting up salsa dancing, which is something I orchestrated because I said, "Oh yeah, Jody salsa," and he put it to the test. So first of all, orchestrated by me. But secondly, what we don't see much of, you have to like really, really catch that moment, is when Jody and I salsa, we were giggling and laughing. Like, even though she did end up back leading when we were doing it, like we was talking shit to each other. She was like, I'm making you look good, right? I don't remember what I said, something bantery back just because I like having quick comebacks. But it was just, we had a nice time when we salsa dance. Now, the fact that she felt like she had to lead, she didn't care for that.
Right.
But they didn't show it too much, but she smiled. Like, I got to see her be happy. She was happier when my dad was leading and actually knew what the fuck he was doing. But I think anybody would be. Yeah. Imagine you hire somebody to come to your crib to fix something, and they do like they get it fixed, but it's like a terrible job. You got to get it fixed again, and somebody gets done like 2 seconds, and it's perfect. Like, of course.
Okay. So you feel like that you guys had intimate moments that we didn't see. It just seemed like as the episodes went on, and even when you guys got to sit and have those conversations, like what you want to do, and her question was like, her answer was like, "Yeah, I still want to," but it just seemed like her heart wasn't in it, and yours was. Do you agree or not with that?
I wouldn't even say that her heart wasn't in it, because there were moments where she was hurt. There was moments where she had like certain expectations of me, like, and these are all off screen ones. I'm not even talking about things y'all saw, but it's like there were definitely moments where you could see her being a very vulnerable individual, which because she had been so hard by the time we've been there, I was like, "Is this happening?" So her heart was in it, but I think the fact that we started on the same pace, but we're no longer moving at the same speed as things progressed, it was like, if we keep going like this, it's gonna turn out bad for him. So let me. And next thing you know, we're breaking up. It's like, okay, I might fuck around and break you. I don't want to do that. I think that comes from a place of caring, not a place of this nigga over here.
Well, no, I don't. I think she did care about you, but the thing of it is, the question asked, why did they have to go to the very last episode before y'all broke up? It didn't seem like there was anything going on between you guys the entire season.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it, but like you said, there were moments like that were off camera. Like, we kissed. Other than that date, that wasn't the only time in the house that we kissed. We talk about like our definitions of love. We talk about our childhoods. Like, we were having very intimate moments and conversations together. Even that night where I moved the beds together, they cut the audio out. But before I moved the beds together, I said, "Hey, like, it's not exactly what I said, but pretty much, hey, shorty, I like fucks with you type shit." So,
but it makes sense to move these hoes. Okay, so hold on. Before with the bed thing, that's confusing. So you said that to her because I thought you didn't ask her permission. You just moved. Wasn't that the whole thing? You didn't ask permission to move the bed.
Yeah, so that's not how it was. What real happened? I moved the beds together originally, like when the guys like caught me on the couch and had a little intervention or whatever. I moved the beds together and I pulled them back apart because I knew that was going to start some shit. Because it's like everything else that happened in the house so far to that point, we had discussed together. Okay. And that was the first time I made a move on my own. It wasn't even my move. It was more like me letting them hype my head up to do some shit.
Yeah, like a gas you up.
Yeah, right. And so the argument was more about that. But when I moved the beds together that night, she was very aware of what was going on. Even if I didn't speak to her, she's a light sleeper. She would have felt that anyway.
Yeah. Right. I wonder about that too. Like, would she not feel? Okay, so thank you for answering that question. The situation with Chris and Jody, of course, from like the second episode, we was like, she's giving more attention to him than she is to Aaron. Like, is he not seeing this? Is he not seeing that? Whether it was friendship or not. I mean, I know that they all were like, we're good friends, da da da. And towards the end, he kind of was like, I don't like how she's treating him. So kind of unpack that for me a little bit. How did you feel about that? I'm pretty sure you saw that online.
I saw pieces of it online. I didn't really think too much into it just because I knew that shit was cap. So don't get me wrong. Yes, Jody and Chris probably had a few conversations, but they never had a conversation, one, where I wasn't present, or two, where I wasn't involved. Like, I was there most of the time when they interacted. However, he wasn't there many of the times that me and Jody interacted.
Right.
And I know a lot of guys don't have a lot of female friends, especially unless they want to crack them or some shit like that.
Right.
Like, what I said on the show, I was dead ass. I got hella girls I'm cool with. Where it's like we chop it up and we talk about a bunch of shit. We relate hella strong. They're like, oh, y'all be a good couple. And I'm like, ooh. Like, so nah.
Yeah, everybody has a relationship like that. I can understand that as well. I felt like you really was chill. You really wasn't like trying to, do any drama or confrontation. I feel like you throughout the time, probably was following the process to the very, very end. How genuine, were you about your relationship with Jody and trying to build a future with her?
How genuine was I on our
Yeah.
relationship with Jody? I think that part of the show is probably one of the truer things they kept, because I was definitely, you know what I'm saying, trying to see what's up. It did hurt a little bit that it had to end the way it ended. And there was no bad blood when the show ended, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't happy when I got back from LA after that.
Oh wow, I can, yeah, I can imagine that. That's because that's the thing too. I think everybody feel like your heart was in it. Like I said, it was like hers was not in it. The drama on the show that did happen between like Jody arguing with Diamond, or arguing with Chris. I'm sorry, not Chris. Arguing with Aaron. Did you not feel a need to step in a little bit more when it came to
I'm
that?
so happy you asked this question.
Okay, go ahead.
So that is not how that day went. So don't get me wrong. We was chilling in the kitchen. Aaron did come in talking about some, I never liked you. That happened for sure. That part definitely happened.
It's an invitation for me.
All I need is some glasses. I'll really do it for
Oh
you.
my God.
But
I can't.
he came in. Don't get me wrong. I definitely let him speak for a little bit, because I don't like to interrupt people. I don't like being interrupted.
Okay.
And I like to hear everything you say so I can deconstruct what you're saying and make you sound like a total dumbass. Which is actually what happened. I've never in my life let somebody come and say something to somebody who I care about, go off the handle and just let shit be. That's never been who I am. Now, was I calm when I did it? Very. No, there wasn't a soul there except for maybe Jody, who could have gotten me out of body to be pissed off. But that said, they cut out. I was so pissed. I instantly went to tweet about it because they cut out everything I said, which is crazy. Because one, when he and I were going back and forth in that kitchen, I won the debate.
Okay.
To the point where it was a joke throughout the house for a while after that, between most of the younger cast. Like, I know people was laughing at the shit I was saying towards him while we was in there, but they took all that out and just kept when I said calm down. I was like, I mean, yeah, I was that chill, but I said way more. I was pissed.
Right.
But then I deleted the tweet. I was like, never mind. It's not even that deep.
Right. Got you. Well, I mean, at least you got a chance to explain that, because the way it looked, like I said, they were going back and forth, and I was like, okay, Aaron, are you going to step in, say something? I mean, because she could defend herself, mind you. Joy does not give me, I need a man to step in and save me. She does not give that. But again, at a time like that, most guys do kind of say, hey, yeah, going back and forth, but chill, or whatever it might be. So I was extra curious about that. What everything is going on, how did you avoid the drama? It was a lot of drama in the house, including the boom boom room where everybody went at. Okay, like they literally avoided Jody and went ate in the boom boom room. I'm like, how did you avoid the drama, especially when it's attached to Jody? So,
I mean, one, I would say I'm not a dramatic person, but that's actually not true. Okay. I don't have an answer for you. I don't have drama in my life in the first place. So the fact that the main thing was people had an issue with Jody, but she didn't have an issue with them. She didn't care in the first place.
Okay.
So really, I didn't feel like either of us was in drama most of the time. It just felt like there was drama surrounding us in orbit. So when they did the thing where they went to eat in the boom boom room, I was like, whatever. That food was good as hell. Like you seen, I don't know if y'all seen me tearing that shit up, but y'all seen Josh take that food and go to the boom boom room. So he was like, shit, y'all man, not me.
Josh was eating the whole season. Let's be clear.
Good as fuck.
The whole season.
Eating good as fuck.
Yes. Look. So everybody called a lot of y'all actors. The relationships weren't real. A lot of things that were said. I'm not gonna be transparent. I know some people was like, with you, that Jody was a beard. I know I heard that at one point in time. It's been so much that's been out there, and I
don't even know what that is.
Really? Okay.
Aside from the thing on my face that helps me look even more attractive than I already am, I have no idea what that is.
But you know, we're gonna move on from there. So, but the thing of it is, all the things that actually came out on the show, I didn't really see you out in the streets, and you know, you must have kind of let it roll off your back. It was like, I'm just gonna let this slide. That's, I feel like, a way you avoided drama, I'm assuming, because I didn't see you in the comments I didn't really see you. That's why I said in my live, I respect you, because we had little, DM conversations, and from that moment I was like, I respect him and what he had to say, because I had my own little thing going on. But I mean, it's part of my job as a blogger. I deal with it. I keep it pushing, but I could just tell you are a positive brother. So with that being said, would you do another reality TV show?
Absolutely. I do.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
Like, just because they feed off of drama and conflict doesn't mean that's all that keeps it entertaining. Everything that I seen when I'm watching it, the drama was good too, because you need a negative aspect of entertainment to keep a story rolling.
Right.
I was laughing at myself the majority of the damn show.
Oh, really?
First date, I was laughing at myself, like when I couldn't open the wine bottle. That shit was funny. When I made the booty burp joke, I thought that was personally fucking hilarious.
It was funny.
So to me, I'm like, man, I am really fucking funny. Like, so I think I can still be entertaining enough to be on reality TV without me having to be the person who's actually having conflict. Drama can orbit me for sure.
Right.
My earrings was a topic by themselves without me ever having to do anything.
Yeah, everybody's self. I mean, everything that people wore, clothes, hair. This season to me was different than any other reality. When I said they broke you guys down to everything, to down Josh eating. So it was they watched you guys and critiqued everything, and the fact that you're taking like a G, much respect. The fact that you go on another reality show, you have tough skin. Not everybody is gonna want to do another reality show after this season, because a lot went on. So a lot of you guys were going on live after it's over with, and so people were still talking about the show. In fact, you got picked up for a second season. Okay, a lot of time these shows come out, you don't always get picked for a second season. So this is actually good. How do you feel about that? And I want to know, as a two-parter again, what would you tell the new cast coming?
How do I feel about the show? I knew the show was going to be a hit. So them getting picked up for a second season, congrats to the producers. But from everything that happened in that house, we knew that shit was going to jump. Like,
oh yeah, I did. Wow.
The drama between different people. It was certain moments like Aaron and Jody in the kitchen. Knew that was gonna go viral. My moment, well, not viral, but knew that was gonna be a really popular topic of discussion. My moment when I called him out and we were all sitting around, we knew that was gonna be something big. Yeah. Chris arguing with Millie, we knew that was gonna be something big. Like, it was too many moments. We're like, yeah, this shit gonna pop. So it's just not a surprise for her. I would have been surprised if it didn't go so well. But my advice to the second round of cast members: do what the fuck you want to do. Do what the fuck you want to do, because that all we were doing was just being ourselves. Okay. Like, and the show was a hit because we were actual people. They weren't trying to over romanticize how relationships are. They weren't trying to. They might have over dramatized a little bit, but we were the part of reality TV that makes it so crucial is they take pieces of the reality and they make it fit a narrative for TV.
Yes.
Do you? And I guarantee you're not gonna mix with everybody in that fucking house. No way. Something's gonna pop off. The plot gonna be decent. Y'all will be straight. Yeah.
So with that being said, is there anything that you have coming up that you could talk about? Anything soon?
Anything soon? Soon. Nah, I'm producing 2 of my own miniseries.
Oh wow! Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mentioned script writing in the first episode. So I've been working with 2 independent film companies to do that. They're both comedies. One's called Anxiety, one's called Roomies. Anxiety, I'm actually planning on previewing very, very soon.
Okay.
And it's a nice little surprise in there for everybody who is a fan of the NeverEverMets, for sure.
Okay. Where can they find you at to see? And I'll have everything linked in your description once this drops tonight. But where can they find you at to see all things Aaron?
All right, so my gram is probably where I'm the most active. So follow me on Instagram at that's Aaron Mack, AYE. That's Aaron Mack. Like you ghetto and you see me in the store, like, hey, that's Aaron Mack.
Oh my God.
You'll find me. That's where I post about my music, post about any series I'm working on, fitness stuff, thirst traps, all that.
Not thirst traps.
Oh yeah.
So question. Are the DMs full? Are the DMs full right now?
They ain't full, they filling up.
They full. That means they're full, period. Don't do that. Come on now, period. Look, now, because a lot of time when they see now they're just single, they say, "Oh, I bet I could do something that Jody can't do." So they only coming at you. Well, I hope that all positive things come your direction. I hope we do see you. We probably will on reality TV again. They are casting Ready to Love right now.
Ooh, I ain't ready.
For Detroit and I believe it's Philly. No, I think one is done. They're doing Detroit, I believe. So yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? Look forward to seeing what you got going on. Really excited. And thank you again for coming on. You guys, I will have all his information in the description for you guys to check him out. This is Kamisha Reviews. You guys know where y'all at. Hit the like, comment button, and subscribe. Peace. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it.